Alright, so here we go. A daily fodder contest, day number 3. I know I skipped yesterday, which was Saturday, whatever. I was out golfing and then I came back and I was kind of tired, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, so I've got 2 days worth of stories that I went through and I think I narrowed it down to some good ones. They are all going to be competing against the newly crowned champion from Friday's stories, which is man caught in sawmill penis incident. Basically, this guy caught his groinal area in the machinery in a sawmill. And, yeah, that's just horrible. Everybody out there who's a man just winced. So, that's the current reigning champion, and so here are the new challengers. We're going to start off with a mom in Antioch, California, who instead of, when your kids ask you if you can get a dog or whatever, normal parents would say, yeah, we can get a dog, or no, we can't get a dog, here's the reasons why, maybe when you're older, blah, blah. This mom takes her kids out and goes and steals someone else's dog, allegedly saying, hurry up, go quicker. Stole a chihuahua right off someone else's front porch. So, congratulations, you're the new mom of the year. Doesn't say your name, I would congratulate you personally. Let's see. Troopers in Florida hit the jackpot. Listen to what this guy ended up being charged with. He is being charged with trafficking, manufacturing, and possessing methamphetamine, 1 capital warrant for murder, 3 felony warrants, possession of a firearm by a convicted felon, introduction of contraband to a jail facility, and possession of drug paraphernalia and cultivation of marijuana. Basically, he was pulled over on the highway for having the light on the license plate of the trailer he was pulling. It was out. So the trooper pulled him over, routine traffic stop. Turns out, in the little computer thing they run, he had a warrant out for, he was violating probation or something. So the guy stops him, blah, 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 searches the trailer. Turns out he has a methamphetamine drug lab in the trailer. In the bathtub in the trailer, he's growing 4 marijuana plants. Crazy. So I salute this guy for being quite possibly the biggest idiot ever. If you're going to do that, seriously, go somewhere deep in the woods in Alabama or West Virginia or something and don't drive down the highway. And if you do, make sure you don't get stopped. Jeez. Okay. Man apologized for stealing wheelchair. Okay, this really, really drunk, trashed guy, he went and stole the wheelchair from this double amputee. It's not that this, it's not that that's necessarily, stupid, but seriously, what a jerk. And that one's not really probably going to win, but come on. You steal a wheelchair from a guy with no legs. How low do you have to go? Let's see. The Gin and Tonic Bandit has been arrested in Bloomington, Indiana. I actually know where that is. That's really sad. Anyway, this guy would go into the same Charlie's restaurant every Wednesday and order the same thing, 2 gin and tonics and a steak. And when the waiters would come back, present him with the bill, he would do the classic, go to the bathroom and skip out on the bill. Turns out, he went to the same restaurant at the same time for 4 weeks in a row, every Wednesday. 5th time's the charm, he got busted. Apparently there was a recording on the 911 center's automatic response thing that said that 911 is currently closed. Everyone is at the donut shop. Needless to say, that didn't go over too well with the media or with local citizens, and yeah, there's definitely some investigation ongoing into that. The next story is kind of April Fool's Day related. Today is April Fool's Day, by the way. I stayed in the house almost all the day, so nothing happened to me. Anyway, 18 students were fed laxative in donuts. Seriously, we all know that that's hilarious if you've ever done that to somebody else. A lot of people do it on pizza. I've seen it done lots of ways. Anyway, apparently all the students are going to be in trouble and blah, 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 blah. I think that school officials need to lighten up and get over themselves. Let's see. What was this one? Why did I keep this one? Oh, because cell phone carriers are gay. They, compared to regular data transfer of, like if you surf the internet or whatever on your phone, text messages, which are technically just data, are marked up 7,314% if you were to go byte by byte. Now, most of you watching this may not know what a byte is. It's, it's a byte. I don't know. It's a bunch of bits. Really. So, basically, you get charged X number of cents per text if you go over your plan, and you get charged X number of cents per bit that goes, or per kilobit that goes over their network. Anyway, it's a giant increase. So the reason that that's on here that I didn't explain very well is because cell phone carriers are a bunch of crooks. Suck on that, Verizon. Let's see. A woman called in a bomb threat to avoid having to go to work for the weekend. Brandy Killen, great name for this, by the way, faces a felony charge of threatening to use an explosive after she allegedly phoned in a bomb threat to her employer to get out of work. Awesome. I'm lazy, but I'm certainly not that lazy. Think through things, people. Seriously. Okay, a Mequon couple, I don't know how you say this. The city spelled M-E-Q-U-O-N. That sounds like too many vowels to me. But anyway, they're all mad at their post office because the post office won't deliver their mail. Now, normally you would say, well, that sounds like a good reason to be mad. It's because the post office said the mailbox is on the wrong side of the street. And the people were like, well, nobody told us it had to be on a certain side of the street. There's mailboxes on either side. Why do you have to pick on us and not deliver our mail? I would say, why don't you go to the system we have here in Phoenix? There's one giant mailbox for everybody, and you walk 50 feet, and the post office has it easy. You have it pretty easy. Just get up off your fat butt and walk down the street and get your mail. So, Mequon couple, you're stupid. Shut up and just take it. Move your mailbox. Seriously. It's not that hard. I can't think of anything else to say. It's kind of stupid. Okay, here we go. I always do a crook story because there's always stupid thieves out there getting busted for something. These guys were trying to break into a parking meter. You're really not going to get that much money. It's really not worth jeopardizing your future. But anyway, that's what they were doing. And then, cops were called. They were looking for them. These guys decided to hide in a dumpster, but forgot to turn off their cell phones, so they were apprehended shortly thereafter. Note to would-be criminals. Turn off your cell phone. Alright, and then wrapping it up, a man has been charged after allegedly threatening police with an axe in a southeast Queensland street. For those of you who don't know, Queensland is in Australia. Those crazy, crazy Australians with their axes. I don't know if my police friend Chris has ever been threatened by an axe, but it would probably be kind of funny because, come on, it's an axe. It's really not that great. I have a gun. You have an axe. Let me think about this for a second. Alright, so those are the challengers going up against our current reigning champion of the guy who caught his groin in an unfortunate way in a sawmill. We'll see if he can hold on and maintain his championshipness or whatever. Anyway, write down your vote. There's a bunch of ways you can vote for it. Send an email to dailyfodder@mac.com. Vote on my MySpace. Vote on my YouTube. Or just text me if you know my number. Blah, 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 blah. If you've already watched it, then you know how to watch it. So, yeah, that's going to be